do like about the DALL-E 3 is that the DALL-E 3 is actually pretty good at understanding exactly what you mean when you type it. Midjourney is more focused on the, I guess you could say, quality. Something that I actually did want to add that was rather fascinating was the fact that Jan LeCun a couple of days ago actually did make a statement stating that we don't know how to do this. And of course, while this is taken out of context, I think it's important to see that if some of the most esteemed AI researchers and people that are involved within the development of this technology are even surprised by the capabilities of the system, it definitely means that there is a lot going on here.
In the video, predicting the next frame is too easy. You have to ask it to predict multiple frames. And basically, we don't know how to do this properly.
Once everything's
Okay. So what do we know about elastic load balancer? Is it an server like EC2, or is it a component we use it for some purpose? What do we know about it? Does anybody remember this elastic load balancer from our demo session? Does anybody
Collecting the
remember?
required resources like RAM and any other processors, whatever is that.
So if you remember the what I should say, the flow of how a request goes to a website, like I have showed you a little flow chart where the request comes through an internet to a DNS to a router 53, which is in turn pointed towards a elastic load balancer, which is in turn connected with the servers. So basically, an elastic load balancer is nothing but a component which helps maintain the balance of requests between the servers. So it has got three characteristics, so very, very important characteristics, and we'll see all three of them together. So the first characteristic is it acts as an common entry point of traffic. It acts as a common entry point of traffic. Why it is considered as a common entry point of traffic? If you remember the services flow chart, you would have remembered, apart from the elastic load balancer, we'll not see anything else connected or acts as an entry point of traffic.
Hi all, this is Saishwar, a director of Vision Solutions India Private Limited, your host for today. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, representatives of our partnering host colleges and our cherished student community, both from India and abroad, good evening and a very warm welcome to one and all. Welcome to this enriching and collaborative workshop where diversity converges with knowledge. We are delighted to have each one of you today representing different cultures and aspirations. Our gathering is a testament to the power of knowledge. Music has a unique ability to bridge gaps and connect hearts, transcending language barriers. Let us allow a soulful prayer song to foster a sense of togetherness. Prayer song, please. No, why not? Let's talk about the program. So, Vision Solutions India Private Limited is proud to organize this international level student workshop 2024 on data science using Python in collaboration with AICTE and 200 plus engineering colleges as hosts. This intensive one-week program is designed to equip the students with the necessary skills and knowledge to leverage the power of data science in their future endeavors, helping students in upskilling their technical proficiency. Now, let us talk about Vision. Now, Vision Solutions India Private Limited is an organization started in 2016 which serves with software development and technical education in the corporate field. We have been collaborated with All India Council for Technical Education, AICTE, and for all the technical programs we organize like workshops, internships, faculty development programs, campus recruitment, abroad education consultancy, etc. We have collaborated with 500 plus engineering colleges all over the nation, organized 500 plus workshops, 200 plus hackathons, 100 plus FDPs, and have upskilled 2 lakh plus students throughout internship programs. We are the place for brands, students, and faculty to find the solution for their software requirements, education institutions for their industrial technical training, and for organizations to hire perfectly skilled candidates. Introduction about the host colleges. 200 plus prestigious colleges from all over the nation have become host colleges for an international level workshop on data science using Python, and their attributions and commendable commitment has led to the successful registration of more than 70,000 students. The collaborative efforts of the coordinators from the host colleges to empower and enrich the program and students has strengthened the whole program. We thank you for all your support. About AICTE and the chief guest. All India Council for Technical Education, commonly known as AICTE, is a national level apex advisory body to conduct a survey on all the facilities available for technical education and to promote development in the country in a coordinated and integrated manner. Now, it's an honor and privilege to introduce our chief guest for today's session. This individual brings with him a wealth of experience, expertise, and the passion aligning seamlessly towards the students' community. He's a visionary leader and an influential person in the field of education. Buddha Chandrasekhar sir is the Chief Coordinating Officer of AICTE. Buddha Chandrasekhar sir is focused to make India as the education and knowledge capital of the world by providing the best education, technology, skilling, internships, entrepreneurship, startups, innovation ecosystem to the youth of India. His expertise in technologies, ideas, multi-domain business knowledge, entrepreneur leader with a go-getter attitude. Sir has led the team and played a major role in the developing the revolutionary tool, Anuvadini Chutki, a real-time language translator made in India and for India. Voice and document AI translation tools consisting of a multitude of features and functionalities desires to close this gap arising due to the language barriers. The tool has support for 22 regional Indian and foreign languages, helping break language barriers and unifying India and the world under the principles of Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat, and One Earth, One Family, and One Future. Chandrasekhar sir, focusing on strategy, technology, and business transformation, he is an expert in managing advanced technologies, processes, cybersecurity, and people. Buddha Chandrasekhar sir architected 180 plus technology-based systems. He is leading the Ministry of Education, National Education Alliance for Technology NEET initiative, Internship Enterprise Portal, Artificial Intelligence Language Translation Project, Indian Knowledge Systems, distributed 450 crore free digital content to higher education students and leading various student upskilling initiatives. As we eagerly anticipate the insights he is about to share with us today, I encourage each of you to absorb the wisdom and knowledge that our chief guest brings to the virtual podium. His presence here is a testament to commitment to fostering growth, innovation, and collaboration within our community. Without further delay, I present to you our esteemed chief guest, Sri Buddha Chandrasekhar Garu, the Chief Coordinating Officer for AICTE, who will be delivering the keynote address. Please join me in extending a warm virtual welcome as we eagerly await the invaluable insights he is about to impart. Sir, you can take over.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I welcome all of you for this international student workshop on data science using Python. I mean, this is my one of the favorite subject. As a technologist, I see that petabytes of information, which we are generating on a daily basis. I mean, all human beings under the world, right? So now imagine the gigabytes of data is coming up, with help of 5G and 6G, 7G, all these technologies are basically creating more data types than what we are envisioning today. So we need some kind of a tools which can translate this raw information into a meaningful business decision making, data. Because, when you are generating a text example, let me just put it in this way. Are you able to hear me? Is my voice clear? Hello? Can someone just confirm that you are able to hear me? Okay, done. Yeah, thank you. So imagine WhatsApp. You know how many billions of transactions or a messaging happening in a WhatsApp on a daily basis? It's 55 billion. So 55 billion information, either in a textual format or on an image format or on any other file types, are getting translated from one source to another source or a group. So what it really means that, in the 4G or 4G level, what we are in the entire world, are creating gigabytes of information, but which is very raw in nature. So imagine once we have 5G, 6G, 7G, so this information will even increase triple fold or maybe, 100x of what we are generating now, right? And the type of data types is also going to increase. So this is going to be a very big challenge because, we are generating so much of information, but is this information is any of use? The answer is yes. If you can translate this raw information, raw data, into a smarter decision making systems, by using business intelligence, with help of Python. Because why Python? That's again a very interesting question. Because, now as everyone knows, Python is a kind of a group of libraries, which has the best of the best accessibility to a core operating system level, where you can write a translation based Python libraries, or vision based Python libraries, or audio based Python libraries, or a text based Python libraries, or OCRing based Python libraries, or a file transfer Python libraries, or you name it. If the example, you can record the entire screen of this particular event using a simple Python program. And lot of libraries are already available. So what it really means is, basically the Python has a capability of handling and communicating with any kind of a data types available in the world, and helps you to create a better products. And not only that, predicting the future is very, very important in current generation, because if you know which side, the example, which side our country is going, are we doing good in engineering education, yes or no? Within engineering education, what is the future of mechanical engineering? What is the future of civil engineering? What is that we need to fine tune? I think we need to, if we can create components or elements which can help us to do all this, I think that is where the real value what the business intelligence system adds. And Python has so many such wonderful libraries which can be utilized straight away into all these kind of elements. Not only that, if you would like to automate, let's take a scenario. There is a 10-step orchestration rule engine process. Can straight away utilize lots of Python libraries and interconnect all these libraries and create a AI agents which can automate the entire process for you. I mean, wonderful, isn't it? Right? Because, till now we don't have such kind of a capabilities. So previously we used to write a schedulers and then, kicking in one scheduler, then again another one, and we used to write a batch processing for all these. Now you don't need to do all that. The Python takes care of all this. I think that's a wonderful opportunity to play with the data, at the same time play with the technology and play with the user interface also. Now Python has a lot of GUI elements also in place, so that you can immediately communicate and and display all the data what you are churning on the background. You can simply straight away put that in front of any graphical user interface, per se. So that's again another very important use of Python in the database data science sense. At the same time, lot of statistical models libraries are already available, so that you can simply straight away use it. Scientific methods are available. A lot of real world application components are already written. You can simply plug and play, and you can start utilizing all these existing libraries. And that too, the beauty of Python is it is much more secure than all other applications, and you can simply integrate that with React as well as or Angular or in Node.js. I mean, it's just a piece of a cake which will fit into any kind of application. And another good thing is that there are a lot of research related libraries, so that you don't need to rewrite everything. You can utilize the existing libraries, and you can simply utilize that and take it forward. I mean, it has a lot of analytics or artificial intelligence libraries are available. If you are wants to do some kind of a machine learning or a deep learning or an NLP, you can do it. You have lots of very advanced algorithms are already written. Or you want to do some kind of a social media based data churning, you can simply do it. I think there is a infinite possibilities using Python and data, data science, basically, using Python as a framework. I think I see that this has so many wonderful job opportunities also, because it is very important that it's not that you are only learning, but while learning, after that, what is end result? End result, either you want to start your own startup, or you want to work somewhere, or you want to become a researcher, or you want to become an innovator. So this is a right platform where you can not only you are learning Python as well as the data science, you are basically learning the problem solving skills, critical thinking, how to do efficient programming, how to create advanced processes, how to create advanced algorithms, how to create advanced structures, how to do a detailed analysis of the existing raw data. Because it's very important. Example, I will throw another simple example. See how many cars are running in our country as of now, and what may be the number of cars in Hyderabad by 2050. If I ask you this question, you need some kind of a data which needs to be churned through and create a predictive analysis, right? So this is where the Python can be used. Or imagine by what year there is no drinking water available in Hyderabad. Can you guess it? No, I think you need to have some kind of data, and you will create some kind of a Python libraries on top of it, and you will use it, you will churn it, you will create a predictive analysis system, right? At the same time, there are something called time series analysis. Example, at what time people take admissions, at what time people drop out, which category of people are dropping out, from which areas. Is it a city-based students are dropping out, or a village-based students? Who is that dropping out, and what is the ratio of a women girl students versus boy students? You can there is infinite opportunities are available in this data science world. I think I request all of you, please go through all this and create something which is where you are learning something, and at the same time you are improving the overall process of our country, as well as it is much more innovative, because there is one drawback, or maybe you can say that the mindset of Indians are always trying to work under someone. I think I request you try to create your own company. You try out to figure out a problem, so problem statement. If you go out of your house or a college, you will see so many problem statement. Take a problem statement and try to create a profitable business out of it. I think that way what happens, you can be an entrepreneur, and you can give more job opportunities to others. So I think this way our country will move forward. At the same time, if possible, you try to patent whatever you are trying to do. If you see that it's a patentable, so I request you please patent it, so that there are a lot of advantages what you will get, and it's a highly paid career, as and highly prestigious also. Because when someone sees a data scientist, okay, they will give so much of respect, because because it's not so easy, it's not a cup of cake for everyone. So it's like you are going to be maybe like like a Rajnikant or Pawan Kalyan in this field. So that kind of a unique property what you will get the minute you become a data scientist, and you understand things from a different perspective. Because huge data, you are going to churn it, and you are going to cleanse it, you are going to transform it, you are going to load it, you are going to create a predictive, or or some kind of analysis on top of it, decision making systems. It's not so easy as we speak. So I request all the students as well as the faculty here, please focus on the problem statement. You identify a problem statement, try to solve it. I think that's where you will learn a lot, and this focus basically allow you to finish that task. Okay, so that's one thing. And then some people may fail. It's okay. I mean, nothing wrong in failing, but but we need to improve ourselves and learn how not to fail, so that we will succeed. See, even if you take Michael Jordan, right? He is the best of the best in basketball. But do you know he failed more than 3,000 times just to throw the ball inside the basket? But he never felt that, I'm a failure, but, he learned the lessons out of those failures, and he accurately started putting the ball inside the basket. I think, this is very, very important to learn how not to fail, so that we will automatically succeed, right? So I wish best of luck to all of you, and I thank Brainovision for giving this opportunity to all our students, and from various colleges. I mean, not one college, and I see that they are doing pretty good, very impressive workshops. And that too, this is the international student workshop. I'm sure they will pitch in a lot of experts from various fields, who can explain couple of use cases, use case scenarios, with respect to their domain, and try to, transfer that knowledge to you. And if possible, you request them to become your mentor, and let them mentor you, and take this things forward. And at the same time, as I already mentioned earlier, when you grow yourself, your family will grow, your friends will grow, you economically, you will get some empowerment, socially, you will get empowerment. The minute you get empowerment, your state will get empowerment, your country will get empowerment. I think, this is the kind of a contribution what we need to do. And as you know, Honorable Prime Minister always says, we must transform our country from a developing nation to a developed nation. I think it's all in your hands, because from the ministry point of view, we will create the policies. We will encourage all these kind of companies like Brainovision to take things forward. But ultimately, you are the one who needs to be self-motivated, and work on all these kind of opportunities. Learn what all you can learn, and take the benefit from the facilities what government of India and state governments are providing it to you, and learn what all you can, and become best of the best. And and not only serve our country, we can create millions of data science engineers for the across the world, right? I think that's a kind of a opportunity, that's a kind of a vision what I see. And I thank all of you for being here, and let's all work together. And we are open for any kind of suggestions you have for the government of India. And I wish best of luck and happy learning. And once again, I thank Braino Vision for giving this opportunity to all our students. And stay tuned for this entire week. I think, this is a wonderful opportunity to take things forward. I thank everyone. Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Thank you very much. Namaste to all.
On behalf of everyone present here, I thank you so much, sir, for your insightful advice. We are grateful for the motivation and inspiration you have instilled in us. We look forward to carrying forward the insights from your words. So in this collective journey of learning and growth. Thank you, sir.
Please share me once you finish the training. You please share me the insights. How many attended? How many finished? How many, why they are not able to finish? Is it a infrastructure problem, or is it like, someone dropped in between? Let's try to churn in and help the students, who is not finished. Let us try to understand what is their problem and, try to help them. Thank you.
Sure, sir. We request everyone to turn on your cameras so that we can take a screenshot along with Buddha, sir. All the mentors and the faculty out there, please turn on your cameras so that we can take a pic with Buddha, sir. Yeah, no.
Please send the pictures to me also. Huh?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Please turn on your cameras, everyone. Done?
Is it done?
No. 1 second, sir. Twenty slides. So there are many people, so they're taking the pics in order. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaste.
I would like to take a minute to talk about BrainoVision. So BrainoVision is a software development company and an edutech company started in 2016 for the betterment. Now, I would like to talk about BrainoVision. So BrainoVision is a software development and an edutech company started in 2016. We offer workshops and hackathons in colleges, and we give internships, self-paced, online and offline in all the emerging technologies. We offer technology trainings in AWS, DevOps, machine learning with data science, Python full stack, Java full stack, and all the emerging technologies. We are starting a finishing school. So after BTech or graduation, if you are interested to have a great career in any field, then you can come join with us. The finishing school is a concept of learning where you'll be learning in all the virtual fields, all the virtuals of learning like aptitude, SQL, GitHub, technologies, soft skills, facing interview skills and all, to become more employable yourself and have a great paying job. And we offer campus recruitment trainings and abroad educational consultancy services for people who want to go abroad to do an MS and all. Now, the stages of the training program, we offer a diagnostic test first and psychometrically analyze you people and see what your strengths and weaknesses are so that we can offer you the best job course after your understanding your goals and tastes. Accordingly, we'll teach you aptitude and logical reasoning so that you would understand the concepts of coding very well with the logic and the algorithms for a better understanding. Then we offer career-oriented trainings, regular assessments, so that you would know where you stand and which areas you'll have to develop. Placement assistance is always given. We're organizing a HR meet where we are trying to understand the requirements of the industry so that it would help the academia. So whatever courses are to be learned to get a great job, that is what we're getting the info from the HRs so that we can help the student community in a better manner. And all our certificates are AICT approved. So they'll have immense value wherever you go to any part of the world. The workshops and hackathons are all workshops and hackathons. We have conducted more than 500 across the country, and we are proud to say that. And we thank all the college coordinators and representatives for being a part of it. Next. We have an LMS where recorded videos of all the classes are being given to the students so that they can learn at their self-pace if there's something that they do not understand. All the technical courses, campus recruitment training, LMS, exams to more than 100 company-specific exams. Now, benefits for college is enhanced placement rates, industry collaborations, and global exposure. Now, instructions of the workshop. Participants have to fill the feedback form every day after the session. Please keep that in mind. We will be observing the feedback and issue your certificate based on that. So it's mandatory that you fill the feedback. Today's link will be available in the chat box or the description box after today's session. So once the session is over, please look in the chat box and fill up the feedback form. It's not only feedback, it's about understanding you better so that we can deliver the best form of knowledge to you. Follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and join the Telegram group without fail so that you would get the links and the materials along with all the information regarding the workshop. Now, introduction to the program resource person. Yashashvi Shurabhi, she is an expertised cloud engineer and software developer. She has trained 50,000 plus students and faculties through various technical programs from Brainovision. She worked as a network engineer with Technip Energies France, employed with Techem for Microsoft Bing search engine development as a data analyst in France. She is the trainer to look out for. She is an inspiration. The way she teaches knowledge, the way she imparts knowledge is something to be a part of. So I welcome Yashashvi Surabhi to take the workshop forward.
Thank you so much, Ishwar sir, for that kind words that you have given to me. So without wasting any time, so let's start our workshop, guys, the technical part. So good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to have you all here today for our workshop on the practical data science workshop. So whether you are a seasoned data professional or just starting your journey with this workshop aims to empower you with practical skills and insights into the world of data science. Okay, so the main purpose of this workshop is to basically concentrating to bridge the gap between theory and practice in data science. So we want you to leave here not just with the knowledge, but with the applicable skills, whatever we can acquire in this whole week of workshop. Okay, so our goal includes, key concepts, providing hands-on experience, fostering a collaborative learning environment and stuff. So I have the modules that were set for this whole week, have been organized, each focusing on a crucial aspect of practical data science. So basically, I'll just give you what are the concepts that we are going to cover in these 5 days. So on day one, we'll be having a little introduction and then knowing about clearly what is a problem statement, how you should pick, what are the things that should run in your mind when you are taking a problem statement. Okay, and how you are going to understand the data. And on day two, you're going to concentrate. The module is to be on data pre-processing and feature engineering. So what is that and stuff. And on day three, you have model selection and training. And on day 4, you have model evaluation and fine tuning. And on day 5, we will be discussing some insights, and we will be wrapping up on the final day. So this is the module these are the modules that have been we have coupled in this week. So throughout the workshop, you will have the opportunity to apply what you learn through hands-on exercises. So the best way is to learn is by doing. So I hope everybody understands that. So, and we will be having a Q&A session also. So we value your questions and curiosity. So there will be dedicated Q&A session after each module. So do not hesitate to ask. Okay. So the workshop expectations are, basically we encourage participation. It's not like I'm sitting here over a computer and always talking like a robot, but I expect some, participation here. So this workshop is most beneficial when you actively participate. So take part in discussions. So collaborate with others and make the most of the hands-on activities. Okay. So, and also we'll provide resources, references, and additional materials to support your learning journey beyond the workshop. So which will be useful for you later on also. And thank you for being part of this workshop. We hope it equips you with practical skills and a renewed enthusiasm for the exciting world of data science. So now let's dive in, enjoy the workshop, embrace the learning experience, and let's empower ourselves with practical data science skills. So having said that, I hope most of the people here have already know what does a data scientist do in the real time. So I would like to know, like, if anybody wants to let me know, in your perspective, what is the job role of a data scientist? To analyze data, researching on it, they all analyze the past data to make predictions, managing the data, okay, to extract meaningful insights from data, okay, solving business problems using data, which helps make better decisions for the company. Okay. So basically, the job role of a data scientist is what you are looking at as of now. Okay, so it includes, it has all the things that you are looking at right now combined together. So you will have the business understanding. Okay, that means when a client basically approaches a data scientist, they'll be coming up with some kind of an issue or a problem. It can be anything. Okay, so the data, the and then this data scientist will understand the data that was brought by the client, and also the real-time stats, because we can always be nice about our own organization or our own businesses, that it is making this much of profit, it is this, it is that, but in real time sometimes numbers do scream. So that is why the job role of a data scientist is to say, to understand the data brought by the client, and as well as the real stats of that particular organization or a company. Okay, and then he'll prepare himself the own data, not the data that he got from the data engineer or an architect after so many data analysts they sit together and then send the final version to the data scientist. It is not that. he'll prepare from his own understanding, he or she, the data, and then they'll start building the model. They'll evaluate the model that they have built, how much, like, the risk assessment, the quality of the model, all the stuff. And then when you think, like, when they get the results that this particular model is actually beneficial or crucial in solving the problem that they have encountered, they'll start deploying that model into the production. So this is what a circle of data science process that happens within the job role of a data scientist. So he has to take the business understanding both from the client side and also the reality that is there. So this is the whole process that a data scientist goes through in his job role. So in this, one of the exactly, yes, data engineer, they are supposed to collect information, make sure that, that is correct to the path, make visualization charts, everything supportive or collective to solve the given issue or the pressing concern that was there with that particular client or an organization. So having said that, having getting an overview of what is the data science process that goes on, let's now go and talk about the very, very, very important thing that solves the 50% of the issues or concerns in an organization, that is a problem statement. So what is a problem statement? Can anyone tell me, in your own brief understanding or from your own perspective, what can be a problem statement? What is a problem statement? A real world problem, cause of all issues. It's a pain point that we need to solve. Facing challenges. A problem statement can be a problem faced by an individual in a daily basis. To identify a problem, where we can go and find, yes, okay, need of the client, okay, which, right, okay, any kind of industry can have problem statements. Defines a specific problem, solving a real-time problem, need of requirements of the client. Okay. So basically, a problem statement articulates the goal or challenge that the data science project aims to address. So it defines the problem domain and sets the context for the analysis or modeling work. So a well-defined problem statement will have so many things like objective, the scope, the stakeholders and the audience, the success metrics and all. But let us talk in some, not like a robot language, but in some general English. A problem statement basically something that talks, that discusses what's the problem, what the problem is, why it is a problem in the first place, and how you propose it should be fixed. Okay, for example, in this statement, like, that is why it is called as a statement. Okay, so the statement, where just by looking at the statement you should know what that problem is going to deal with, why that problem has occurred, and what is the proposed solution or probable solution that you think, or that is that best fits the situation over there. Okay, so it might look very easy, okay, to take what is the problem, okay, by it has been a problem, and how you're proposing it should be fixed. It might look very simple, okay, but yet the most critical part of any data science project is to choose this problem statement, because a problem statement can be a person, can be a thing, can be a system, can be a technical aspect, it can be anything. Okay, it can be anything. And to you to recognize that that is a problem, okay, and that should be addressed, to actually change the act, because you might be expecting it, or you might be desiring that particular situation to be elsewhere, but if it is existing in somewhat place, so the bridge where the actual gap happens between the actual state to the desired state, that is a problem. So these problems can be very important, very crucial, very serious, or for someone else, it might not be serious, not even serious, even like, for example, uh, for one person it might look very silly that the problem is that, but actually by solving that problem, the whole process or the bottleneck of that issue can be really solved with by solving that, by making it smoother even. It can be a workflow, it can be a person, it can be a thing, it can be a technical aspect, it can be anything between two different departments. A problem statement can be regarding anything, so that it's not always stating that you should take only serious problems, or you should take only where there is a significant gap occurring. It is not like that. But the main issue comes is where you understand the difference between the solvable problems, viable problems, ideal problems, to the problems which we cannot go ahead. So that is why whenever you are writing a problem statement, there are certain things that you have to keep in mind. So what are those things? These are the four things that you have to keep in mind. So the first thing is ideal. What do I mean by ideal? Can anyone tell me what do I mean by ideal? Meaningful? Okay. What else? What else ideal can be? Perfect, unique, a personal problem, a perfect, meaningful, vision, unique, innovative, common, apt, perfectionist, sudden solution to problem, simple, clear, appropriate, imagination, a technique. It's not idea, it is ideal, logical. Okay, fits properly, model to follow, best possible fit for the problem, exact, suitable, unique, descriptive, optimal, most effective, desirable. I'm looking at all the kinds of synonyms or the other words, but except for the word that I'm looking for. So whatever, see, ideal have so many meanings in so many perspectives. In my perspective, when I say ideal, I mean I'm looking at a problem or solving a problem which is viable. Like, I'm giving a solution which is viable to that particular problem. That means we can have so many innovative or creative ideas or solutions for a particular problem, but we should take into consideration how good, how viable that solution is in the long term, or is it a short term solution that you're providing. That is the thing that should come first thing into the mind whenever you are trying to pick a problem statement. Okay, so for example, let's say, okay, it can be any industry or any department, but you cannot take some unsolvable issues, or okay, maybe in short term they are good enough, that might solve the problem for the situation or for that moment, but when you are going on further, that might look a burdensome, or it becomes a bottleneck itself. The solution might become a bottleneck itself. So that is the reason that you have to make sure that the problem that you're taking and the solution that you're providing for that problem is ideal enough or not. Okay, and the second thing is reality. What do I mean by reality here? When I say reality while writing a problem statement or making a problem statement, what do I mean by reality? Actuality, real time, should be possible, real world problem or social problem. Don't be exaggerating. What else? Real, current scenario, day-to-day problems. So as simple as the term goes to day-to-day problems, to not over exaggerating the situation, let's talk. Okay, let's say that I come here today and I say that let me solve global warming issue with the data science. Let me solve the global warming issue with a simple data science project or something. See, to think it is good, and if it can be solvable, it is very nice also. But the scope of it goes only to a certain limitation, because there are so many people involved in order to achieve that. There is so much of mm, stakeholding of so many industries and stuff, the emissions, the pollution, that you know I cannot take hypothetical situations and make sure that yeah, I'll solve it. No, we the true data scientist knows when to say no and when to say yes, it is possible, when to say it is maybe, when to say it might be quite impossible, but we can give it a try. So the person who knows the difference between all these things, because client can ask you for a monkey on a hill, but you cannot solve it if the stats of that particular organization is not fitting into the given aspect. So always we have to keep reality in check. So what is the scope of this solution? How long it is going to work? Is it really solving anything, or is it just a temporary tactic? Or is it smoothing the ultimate, is it reaching to the ultimate goal or not? So these are all the things that you have to keep in head while we are picking a problem statement. Okay, because everybody has that own tendency of exaggerating their own organization or stuff. But statisticians and data scientists are those people to the clients who say no, your organization is not at that standards, this is what the numbers talk. So that is where you have to keep the reality in check, not clouded by whatever the clients asks for. Okay, that is the reality. And what do I mean by consequences? What do I mean by consequences regarding the problem statement? Conclusion, result, effects, importance, issues, after effect, repercussions. What else? End results, follow-up effects, issue, outcome, responses, result, decision, conclusion. Okay. Many people are, yes, many people are responding to the result of it if the particular problem has been addressed or solved. But many people are failing to understand what is the consequence it will have if that particular thing is not changed. That is the first thing should come. And also the pre-math and the aftermath, both things comes into the consideration whenever you are writing a problem statement. So you have to take into consideration, okay, if I solve this problem, what are the consequences that will happen, be it a positive outcome or a negative outcome, or a positive input or a negative input. You have to take both the ends into the hands. So if I solve this problem, what positivity can come out of this? Or if I don't solve this problem, what negativity can come out of this? Okay, so So that is what you have to go. So you have to take both pros and cons, both positive ends and the negative ends of a problem, because some problems are left unattended is good for the organization. Because if some problems are not messed up only, it is good. And some problems, if they are not dealt with, it is going to cause a lot of repercussions. So you have to take both the ends into consideration, and then only your proposal of solution comes into the picture now. So now when you think that that particular problem is a viable problem which can be solved, okay, which can have a long term solution, even though the effect of the solution is slower during the time, but if it is ultimately forwarding or reaching towards the ultimate goal, it is a good solution. Okay, and it is sinking in with the reality, where you're not hypothetically assuming the situations, but you think it is good, it fits into your day, because it is causing an effect on everyday activities, or every quarter activities, you can say, in both the corporate language or the normal language. And the consequences of attending that problem and solving that problem will make sure that you propose a solution which is gonna be a long term viable one, and also having no after effects of it. Like that means after 3 or 4 years or 4 months or 4 days, you should not sit again on that problem. So our solution should be that way, a goal towards, or uh, uh, looking forward for a longer period of solutions should come into the picture. So that is where that is why the data scientist here, to give you along with the stats and numbers in your hand, showing that it is actually gonna help you solve this. So you might say that you are stating that we can't touch this, we can't touch that, everything is a problem here, so how to go, what kind of a problems we can define. So that you will obviously understand through the domain study. Okay, you have to understand how you're going to pick that problem. For example, if the problem is coming from a particular department, understand the department, understand the roles and responsibilities of that particular department, and then take up the problem where the actual bottleneck is happening. So it can be a person, it can be a situation, it can be a workflow, it can be a technical aspect, it can be anything, or new policies that come into the picture, it can be anything. So the first key, main key to know or how to write a problem statement is only through the domain study, only by having a great domain study. That means understanding the situation out there. Okay, so it aims to identify features common to a domain of applications, selecting and abstracting the objects and operations that characterize those particular features. I'll give you the most easiest understandable example for domain study. For example, you are going to join up in an engineering college, okay, after an MSET or any exam, JEE exam or anything. When you got a particular college as your college to join up, the first and foremost thing that all your parents, relatives, well-wishers, and friends do is they do a domain study of that college. They make that particular college as their domain, and they'll ask everybody regarding it. They'll look after, if they know any faculty from that college is there, if there are any previous students that they know, if their relatives children are studying over there, they'll take every feature into consideration. How are placements going on, how is the classrooms are, how labs are there, is there any e-classroom facility is there, is there any transport facility, if you are from long distance, is there any hostel facility, how is the administration department gonna work, are you having any fees reimbursements, are they gonna help you out with the government schemes, everything pinpointedly. How are the lecturers, how is the management over there, are they friendly enough, or are they scaring you, are the rules strict, is the exams are good, how many people are placed on every semester out, every year a new batch is going out, and how many people are actually placed from that whole total group. These all things are taken into consideration, because your parents make it as a as their main agenda of studying that domain, which will help them So when it comes to this point, for example, there will be so many parents or students who might choose that college even though some features that they are valuing are little less also. For example, if placements are good but it is not providing any transport facility, you will still choose that college because of your key identity, your key feature that driving you is that the placements over there. And but some people, I do not want any placements, I already have a business with the family, I just want to experience how the college is going on, I just want to learn the life skills. They do not care about the placements or stuff, but the only thing that they care about is how the management is, how to learn, how to be a professional, how to whether the college is concentrating on all that stuff or not. So there are so many things that you can take from a domain study, and you can select and abstract the objects that that is appropriate or relatable to that particular problem that you are dealing with. Okay, so you can't take everything, and that is where the feature engineering comes in the later days, that you will start to understand why this many features are taken into consideration. Because if you want to solve a problem, the number of features that you are taking up into consideration really matters. So you can really I know it is a weird example to give, but I hope you understand what is a domain study and how important it is to do a domain study when you are trying to recognize a problem or writing up a problem statement. So now, after you do that, how do you define the problem, or how you take up the problem? So the problem, you know you know it doesn't necessarily be something seriously wrong. Okay, so you see, you cannot change the system. For example, you go to your college and say that I want to change the infrastructure of this college. No, you cannot. But maybe if food is not good in your hostel, you can create an awareness, you can take up a gang, you can get to a point where the food providing in that particular college can be changed with the effect that you cause. Okay, so it depends upon something seriously wrong in the sense of the global warming or greenhouse gases effects, or I'll increase the renewable resources. No, we cannot do that. So there should be the viability, and the ideality and reality should come into the picture at this point. And you can define a problem which can be an issue of interest to you. Like if you want to find and answers to then to improve the existing situation that over there, you can do that. And a situation where a gap exists between the actual state and desired state. So in this, I don't know how many people can relate it, but hostlers will definitely relate to this. For example, I'll just give it, the first thing that we do when we know what college that we are going to join is look at their website, how their gallery is looking. So when you see the hostel pictures over there, we might feel like it is a five-star hotel kind of a thing. But when we go there, we know the reality, how it looks. Okay. So now you know the actual state of that particular hostel in a particular college. It can be anything. And the desired state where, the initial days of, constructing that hostel. And now you can take that as a problem, I know, where the situation gap is existing, and you can try to solve that problem. So it is just a mere example to help you understand this. So where an actual gap exists between an actual state to the desired state, that also you can take up as a problem, and you can start to solve it by the appropriate solutions. So having said that, I just wanted you I want you to go ahead and just let me know, or try to create a problem statement on your own. But I'll give you the domains here. Let me just can you see my screen, or are you still seeing my presentation only?
We are able to see the presentation only.
Okay, just thank you. I'm just gonna, yes. I'll just, okay, let me close this presentation. Okay. So I'm giving you here an industry and a department. Okay. Let's say that I have chosen healthcare industry. Let's say that a client has come from the healthcare industry, and the department that I'm dealing the problem with is the HR. Okay, so I'm here to solve a HR pain point. And after some extensive research, I understood that there is a problem called staff retention a lot, in the healthcare industry as of now, post COVID, much more. So, and the cause of that is the extensive stress that is happening in that particular industry. So the cause is basically the burnout. Because of the burnout situations, people are more choosing to live, not to live to work, but work to live. They have realized so much post COVID that. So now the solution that this particular department wants to create is the work life balance, but they want to know how good this solution is gonna work for this particular problem. So how will you write a problem statement using these things? So I'm going to give you, the problem is the staff retention, and the cause of that main problem, the root cause is because of the burnout situations that is happening all over the place. And we know during COVID, they are the most burned out people ever on the planet. And the solution is, we know that that industry deals with extensive perfection, because lives are involved over there. There is no chance to make a mistake, because if there is a mistake, that means a lost life is there. So for such kind of long working hard people or employees, the company or that particular department in that organization wants to give work life balance, want to make sure that purposefully a work-life balance as solution. Now, how do you write a problem statement to this? That is the problem which was observed like through an enormous number of papers or blogs or whatever this said is. I'm asking you to write the problem statement using this information. Make a problem statement out of this. This problem belongs to HR department in a healthcare industry. So make a problem statement out of the information that I have given to you. And please do remember, we are we are going to solve it using some data science and stuff. So that means it has to be some prediction or some DS related issue, or you know so the problem statement should be a prediction related thing, or a classification related thing, okay, or a grouping related thing. But as you can see, I already have a viable solution here, but I don't know how much it might work. So I want to predict whether this thing can help me solve the staff retention rate, like to solve the staff retention in my company. So help me write a problem statement. Staff retention in the current scenario and stress management at work. Okay, but it missed what you're predicting here. Anyone else want to give it a try? The healthcare industry has high attrition rate due to employee burnout. How the how can we use data science to predict what employees want in work-life balance? The organization is facing a significant staff retention, effective strategies to promote work-life balance among employees. Yeah. What are the measures that can balance the stress and work? What could be the rate ratio? How reduction in burnout results in higher staff retention. In healthcare industry, there is a problem regarding staff retention. It is because of burnout situation during COVID. It can be resolved with alternative shifts, and public also should cooperate with the precautions. In the healthcare HR department, burnout is causing significant staff retention issues, necessitating solutions focused on promoting work-life balance. Yeah. So if staff retention prediction through the enhanced measures of work-life balance among employees in healthcare industry. This could work. This is almost near to my own statement that I wanted to share with you. So remember, I told you that a problem statement should have three things. What are those three things? What is the problem? Why it is the problem in the first place, and what is the proposed solution that you are trying to give. So the problem statement should emphasize or should concentrate on these three things, right? And also on top of it, I have to make sure that what are the consequences that will happen, that I should keep in mind, and all this stuff. So now maybe what the if I start eliminating the root cause of this problem, maybe my problem will be solved with the proposed solution. So my problem statement looked something like this, and I'm telling you there is no proper way to write it, but the as long as the experience goes, the making it more suitable and more viable problem statements happens. So you can go ahead with my problem statement. I thought this is the best fitting problem statement according to my knowledge, and I have got so much of information from you also. So predicting the burnout rate in healthcare industry to prevent staff retention rate with the help of work-life balance measures. So this is actually talking about what is the cause of my problem, okay, and what is the problem that I am addressing to, and what is the solution that I'm proposing it. Okay, and what I'm trying to do is, if I eliminate the root cause only, I can solve my problem. And how I want to eliminate my root cause? By giving the solution that I am proposing here. So I'm predicting the burnout rate in beforehand, which will help me to prevent the staff retention rate in my organization. And how I'm trying to achieve it? With the help of work-life balance measures. So it can be now what I'll do in order to solve this problem, I'll identify what are the features that are causing the burnout issue in my organization. So it can be salary, it can be long working hours, it can be no promotion over there, or it can be anything, no proper guidance from your manager, no additional benefits for the extra work. It can be anything, or simply getting demotivated with the work. It can be that also. So it can be n number of features. And how do you identify those features, and how do you solve this particular problem statement? We will be seeing it in the next classes. So probably tomorrow you might be dealing with how to know or make sure that how a career can be successful by identifying the features and stuff. So how what are the features that affect this problem statement is going to be the next best thing that you're going to do. And then after identifying that, how do you have your data set, how you understand your data set, how you remove the unnecessary parts, how do you reduce the dimensions, all that stuff will happen eventually. That is the follow-up in order to solve this. So I hope you all understood how to pick a problem statement. What are the things that you have to consider while writing a problem statement, and how you can make sure you can simply follow this problem cause solution method also in order to write somewhat good problem statements, because it will really help you while you are writing a problem statement. It might look very good, everything will be in our brain, but when we are writing on or keeping it on the paper, it is very difficult. So maybe my method is I'll write what the problem is, what the cause is, and what the solution is, and then I'll start building my problem statement in a solvable way, in the data science way, making it a prediction or a classification according to the problem that I am dealing with. Okay, so that's from me. That is the end of me for today. So I hope you all understood how to make a problem statement and how to get a problem or understand a problem by doing a data study or data analysis.
Thank you, Yashashvi ma'am, for the wonderful session. Now, the special programs for all you participants, there are three main points that you have to understand. First is an online internship program, okay, that we have. There are self-paced, online and offline. So online, you'll have live sessions every day in the evening on varied emerging technologies, and you will have an AICTE approved certificate for that, along with the access to the recordings of these sessions so that you can learn at your own pace. And then we have internships on data science with machine learning, AWS and DevOps, Python full stack, Java full stack, and web development as well. Now, the advantages of the internships are you have flexible internship timings. You have industry exposure because we get our friends from the industry to deliver sessions so that you would have a knowledge about the corporate culture. Complete technology training will be given, and with focus on overall skill development so that you'll know how to attend interviews and answer questions there. Certifications are all approved by AICTE because we have collaboration with them. So it is of value throughout the world. And you'll be given real-time projects assistance as well, so that you'll have a hands-on experience on what you have learned. So practical implementation is very important these days to get a very good job. And placement assistance will be provided, giving you in-depth knowledge about all the openings out there. So one-to-one mentoring, 5 years access to the LMS portal with access to the videos and the exams. 8 to 17 years experience trainers are there. Now, the trainers have international exposure as well. So you have a chance to get hired. Career guidance will be given. Resume building and mock interview sessions will be taught as well. So that because they are the most important things these days, it's like a trailer to your personality. Then the biggest announcement for today that you'll have to learn is the 1-year Elite Student Membership Program. We have devised a special program for you students to get an advantage. So it's a one package for multiple programs throughout the year. Okay, it's valid for 1 year. So 1-year Elite Student Membership Program will have, it costs only 999 rupees, in which it costs 999 rupees, in which you will be taught data science and AWS technical training programs. You'll be given an internship with certificate from AICTE. You'll be given career guidance. So we'll assess your strengths and weaknesses and guide the exact industry that you're fit for. And whatever weaknesses you have will help you get over so that you'll have a better job. There'll be more than 100 plus company specific tests of the most important MNCs in India, so that it'll be easy for your preparation. It'll be assisting you. So we give placement assistance. We have been in touch with most of the HRs, asking them, talking with them, understanding the requirements of the industry so that it can help you. And we'll also give you an aptitude video course, because whatever you want to do after your graduation, the first level is always a test with questions from quant and reasoning. So that will help you. Then, so the technical courses, online and offline, are on the technologies like data science with machine learning, AWS DevOps, Python, Java, and web development. And the most important thing that I want to talk about is, guys and girls, please follow our Instagram channel. We have a special Insta quiz at 9 p.m. and the winners have great goodies coming their way. Okay, we have your registration forms. We know who you are, your email IDs, your addresses, everything is given. So, okay, so subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram, because we're planning lots of interesting things for you. We're going to put job postings, the latest job postings, the latest technologies, free materials for you, aptitude video courses. We're planning everything that you need to have a great career and become employable. So click on follow in the Instagram and attend the quiz, win great prizes. We'll be happy for you. Now, it's very important that you have to fill the feedback form so that we can understand you in a better way and help you by devising more programs like this. Okay. Feedback form, the link will be given in the comment section. In the description, the feedback form is in the description. Please fill it up. And as soon as this session is over, we want you on Instagram at 9 p.m. so that the quiz, participate and win great goodies. We have wonderful gifts for you. Okay. Now, once the feedback form is completed, then we have a better understanding of what you want to do. Now, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Buddha Chandrasekhar sir, whose insights enriched our international level workshop. To the participants, your dedication to enhancing your skills is truly commendable. You have attended this workshop, you have registered yourself, and that itself is a path to learning and glory. Special thanks to the 200 plus host colleges whose collaboration and contributions made this program impactful. Kudos to the organizing team for the seamless efforts. Let's carry forward this knowledge and spirit for tomorrow. Tomorrow onwards, you have ample time for classes. There will not be sessions like this. So it's only learning. Okay. Good night, guys. Okay. See you on Instagram. Bye-bye.